Hi guys, it's Rob from Royal Balls. It's time for an update on the terrarium guy, and we've had the infrared motion sensitive camera set up all week. The experiment will continue, but let's take a look at what we found. This is fascinating. Okay guys, we've had the security camera up here set up in front of the terrarium for a week now, and let me just show you how it works. On my phone here, if I go to the icon on my phone, here is the snake room, and you can see on the hand phone you can both hear my voice and you can see into the terrarium. So even in remote, when I'm in bed at night, I can see what the camera sees. It's quite sensitive. If I move around in front of it, I get an alarm icon up here telling me motion has been detected, and that triggers the camera to record a short sequence of video on the SD card. So if the snake moves at all, I will see it and it'll be recorded on the SD card. I do have a little story, slightly embarrassing, about when I was setting this camera up. So when I first set this camera up, I have been monitoring Joe Tully on Tully's Regious Royals video channel. He gave me a password, a login and a password to his camera for the Maternal Incubation series. So in remote I was able to monitor his snake at his snake room through his camera. When I set my camera up, I set my camera up on his station, and unbeknown to me, Joe was able to see everything that I was doing in the snake room via my camera. That could have turned out to be quite embarrassing. He did call me up and say, hey, my motion sensor alarm has gone absolutely crazy and I'm getting pictures of you in your snake room. Let me show you one of those clips from when I was setting up the camera. There are others, but this is the most embarrassing of them. So I've now fixed that issue. Sorry about that, Joe, but while I'm on the subject, if any of you have not seen Joe Tully's Maternal Incubation, from laying the eggs right through to the eggs hatching with a motion sensitive camera inside the snake tub, you need to go give it a look. I'll put a link in the description below so that you guys can go over. Give him a sub, show him some love. He has dispelled many myths about maternal incubation with this series. It really is well worth a look to see how a ball python incubates her eggs. Now, we've had this camera here, which I've just turned off. I've got into a routine now. I switch it off during the day because otherwise me moving around in here sets it off all the time. I just switch it on at night before I go to bed. During the day I can monitor what's happening inside the terrarium anyway, but at night we've had it on for a week, and guess what? It has not triggered one single time in a week. This snake has not moved from its underground tub. It has been in there day and night for the last week, as I suspected. I've told you guys that none of the terrarium stuff has been disturbed. There are no marks on the paper, there's no pee and poo, so I suspected he was not even moving around at night, and I have now confirmed that with the motion sensitive camera. But when I take a peek inside, I can see him inside in this underground tub. What I'm going to do today because I hadn't touched him for 3 weeks. I've been away for 2 weeks, and then the subsequent week he hasn't moved. I'm just going to go in here and check and make sure that he's okay. I know that he is, but let's check anyway. What we're going to see tonight, after I've cleaned him out and disturbed him, is a period of stressed behaviour. I fully expect he will be out tonight, and he will be trying to escape and find somewhere else to be. I've noticed on several occasions when I've cleaned this guy out that he gets very restless after his hiding place has been discovered. That lasts for several hours after he's been cleaned out, after which he settles back down, goes down into his underground hide, never to be seen again. So I'm not going to show you guys the cleaning process, you've seen that before, but I will show you the snake just so that you can see that he is actually okay. So let's get on off camera and get him cleaned out. So here we go, guys. Here is the tub. It is spotlessly clean. He hasn't peed or pooed. Here he is. And you can see that he isn't in shed. There is no reason at all for this reclusive behaviour other than his choice. The tub doesn't even need cleaning out. I'm going to leave it because it's not dirty and it does contain his own scent. But there he is. You can see that he's perfectly fine. He's perfectly healthy. He's looking awesome. So let's put him back now that we've checked that he's okay, having not seen him for weeks. There we go, put him back into the tub that he seems to love. Put the lid back on and we'll reinstall that in the terrarium. This guy is perfectly okay. Okay guys, this does have implications of course, which I will discuss with you guys in the comments section on snake behaviour and what we see in our snakes, but of particular relevance here is wandering and restless behaviour in your ball python. If your ball python is one of those ball pythons that likes to explore, it probably isn't natural behaviour. That is an indication of stress, and certainly if your snake is trying to probe and push to find a way out, that is not a good sign in your snake. So drop down in the comments below, let's discuss this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.